Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody had a clue, win.
There are levels to this boxing game, and Terence "Bud" Crawford just reminded everyone exactly where he belongs. In a fresh live interview, Crawford didn't just take a few subtle shots at Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He came with full force. What began as a laid-back conversation quickly turned into a serious call-out, as Crawford questioned Tank's recent performances, his reputation, and even whether his last victory was truly as impressive as many people believe.
He would never even think about hesitating to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. If Tank get to pick his opponent, he would do it. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or
Man, I just really don't like that.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. I don't like.
It's not your cup of tea. That's just not.
Yeah, I don't like that about him. No, I don't like that about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, using what he got to shield it. Like, he got a lot of security guards around him, and he knows, he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
I respect him as a fighter.
Yeah.
He definitely got skills. He got power. He got tremendous boxing ability. But like his core personality and his ways.
Crawford couldn't have made his position any clearer. He sees all the hype, hears all the talk, and he's simply not buying into it. In his view, Tank has been avoiding the biggest challenges, and those comments have reignited the conversation across the lightweight division. If you thought the tension between these two was over, think again. Let's break it all down, because what Crawford said, what he meant, and the way he delivered it left everyone stunned.
Now, 3 fights. You know the last 2 fights you want to go out on? Yeah, the last fight you want to go out on. Like, who? Do you have anybody in mind? No, I'm saying no. I don't have my name right now. But I got somebody I want to call out after this fight. You said you got somebody you want to call out after this fight? Yeah. Who is that? I'm not gonna tell you.
Is it Lomachenko?
Who?
Somebody asked Lomachenko.
No.
Alright.
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready. What you think about that?
Who?
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
I need 3 now.
Steven Espinoza said Shakur turned down a 1-fight deal to fight you because he wanted a multi-fight deal. What's your thoughts on that?
He's not worth He's not even worth it. I'm gotta fight somewhere else and prove himself, and then you know how they got UFC and like the underground shit? You gotta fight on the underground shit and get that.
You gotta go to the G League.
The first major moment came when the host casually brought up Tank's old claim that Crawford needs money. Crawford's expression instantly changed, like he couldn't believe what he had just heard. Then he fired back with a simple truth. We all need money. I ain't doing this for free. His point wasn't really about the paycheck. He was calling out the double standard because Tank isn't sitting on the Forbes billionaire list either. At the end of the day, both fighters are chasing greatness while earning their money. So why was Tank acting like he's above all that? When the interviewer asked how he'd feel if Tank moved up to 154 to fight him, Crawford didn't hesitate for a second. He simply replied, "I wish him the best." It didn't sound like encouragement. It sounded like a warning. The message was clear. Crawford isn't chasing Tank. If Tank wants that fight, he'll have to step into a completely different level. Let's be honest, 154 is a different world, and judging by Crawford's reaction, he doesn't see that matchup as a serious threat.
Speaking about you.
Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him to come and touch it.
Wow. Monte said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-cap.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
The man's undefeated for a reason. He knows exactly what he's worth, and he's not about to waste the best years of his career on fantasy matchups with someone who barely got past Lamont Roach. Now here's where things got interesting. Crawford didn't just question Tank's resume. He broke down his last fight with sharp detail. When he was asked about the Lamont Roach fight, Crawford didn't hold anything back. He pointed to the moment when Tank took a knee, saying it should have been ruled a knockdown, and questioned how it was simply ignored. Crawford also brought up the strange scene where Tank's corner wiped grease from his eyes in the middle of the fight. According to Crawford, that's more than just unusual. It raises serious questions about the rules. He made sure everyone watching noticed it. Then he shifted attention to the referee, pointing out how Steve Willis began the count before suddenly stopping. To Crawford, it looked like something wasn't right. At that point, the discussion went far beyond boxing. It started sounding like allegations of corruption.
He go to the apron and the guy come up to the top of the ring. Well, he's like, hold on, what's going on?
I'm just as confused as you. I said, huh? I was just like, oh, that's crazy. And Steve Willis is a great referee.
He is.
And he started counting and then stopped
it.
Like, they said, hey, you better stop counting. You go, oh. Wow. Hey, don't do that.
Crawford didn't mince his words. He said that without the missed knockdown, Tank likely wouldn't have won the fight. In his view, Lamont Roach deserved the edge. That's not the kind of opinion you usually hear from another top-level fighter. But that's exactly how Crawford operates. He's not interested in politics or protecting anyone's image. He simply says what he believes. According to Crawford, Tank came into the fight overconfident, underestimated Roach, and that attitude nearly cost him the victory.
Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinski scores on 115 to 115 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Everyone expected Gervonta Tank Davis to cruise past Lamont Roach like it was just another easy payday, another knockout for the highlight reel, and another celebration afterward. But Roach had other plans. From the opening round, he fought with pressure, accuracy, and absolutely no fear. The opponent many expected to be an easy tune-up ended up giving Tank one of the hardest fights of his career. Then came the 9th round, the moment everyone is still talking about. When Tank dropped to a knee after a sharp right hand and body shot, it didn't look like a slip or a simple loss of balance. To many watching, it looked like a clear knockdown. And Crawford wasn't the only one saying it. Well-known boxing figures like Eddie Hearn and Oscar de la Hoya also spoke out, arguing that it should have been ruled a knockdown. In their eyes, there was no debate.
This is not a knockdown. Tank Davis was just exposed, man. What is going on in the sport of boxing, man? KDB Sports and Entertainment.
I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that fussed.
The referee letting that moment go completely changed the direction of the fight. And honestly, many believe it may have been the decision that preserved Tank's undefeated record.
It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision or I think the draw was meant to be. So I like the draw. No, if you take the knee, if you take the knee in the 90s or 2000, you're taking a point out. That's the bottom line. You're taking a point out. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. The referee with the eyes, he's a point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? It's not, look, did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. But what I saw, when you take a knee, that's an automatic point. That's just the rule. This is not basketball. This is not, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, the rules are the rules. I don't know what New York is gonna settle on, but the rules are the rules.
That night, I've watched the full fight. One thing that's kind of baffling is that it wasn't a knockdown. Look, he wasn't hurt. There's no doubt about that. But if you take a knee in the fight and you touch down, whilst punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown. I've heard some people saying,
Tank and Lamont Roach go way back to their amateur days. They both came up through the same DMV boxing scene, so there was already plenty of history between them. Maybe Tank believed he already had Roach figured out.
The hardest punch on your face. No. And I ain't shitting on him like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Okendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hand, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie. He hard.
But Crawford made one thing clear. This isn't the amateur game anymore, and the professional level is a completely different challenge. If Tank believes his reputation alone will carry him, he's in for a harsh reality check.
Tank Davis has been released to the public. Now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach. Can you tell us a little bit about the history between them?
Oh man, they've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up to actually together. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about why Roach, because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for.
Let's talk about one of the biggest moments from the interview, when Crawford questioned why boxing's biggest stars still aren't fighting each other. He named fighters like Teofimo, Lomachenko, Shakur, Tank, Garcia, and Haney, a lineup fans have dreamed about for years, yet the fights still haven't happened. Crawford called it exactly what he believes it is, boxing politics.
Never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it
I just really don't like that though.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like that about him. I just felt like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight, stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality